What is
How is
up,
it going?
everybody? First things first, welcome to another week of the Hydeout here.
Can't forget it already.
Yeah, not this time, not 3 times the charm on this time, but welcome to another week of the Hydeout, guys. We are here. We're ready to talk about everything under the sun, anime, some DCU, MCU, not too much anime. I just put that first to, throw that out that I didn't do my part. But we will be talking anime news. That's the good thing. So, nonetheless, we will cover some stuff. We're going to cover up some Demon Slayer a little bit. We'll finish that off. Anybody wants to, chime in on if they've been able to watch it, we'll talk it if you want to. And then we got some DCU news, some MCU news, and that's about it. We'll be a real quick, crazy, random show today. And then, in stone, hoping to, jump into the anime track because that is what's popping right now.
Right now, yeah. Although next week is Marvel Zombies too. So
The
24th.
4th?
Yeah.
Oh, then and all 4 are coming out.
I know.
So,
dude.
I wish that I really would. Oh, that's true. That's true. If they're hour plus, we'll be good.
I'll be good. If you give me an hour, I'm fine. If you give me more, I'm great.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. But to those that still have their streaming site, so due to the controversies, we don't go those routes. We don't go into all that. Just know that
much so I barely know what's happening.
Exactly. But yeah, I've been seeing. I don't know if you have about the canceling. So. But yeah, so if you still have your Disney Plus and Hulu account, yeah, it's coming out on Disney Plus next week. It's gonna be awesome. It's just in time for the Halloween time. Yes. So it's gonna be cool. Different. It's MA. Speaking of MA, mini segue already. There is rumors, reportedly. I love that word now. Reported. I wanted like a little reportedly, but they are leaning to making Doomsday rated R. What's your opinion? Is this one movie that doesn't need to be rated R?
Probably. I'm
just thinking of all the comics in your head right now.
I'm like, kind of why though? Like, are you doing it for the rated R?
Fan servicing already.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, I don't know.
If you know what? We'll bring it in.
You played it safe so far. Just keep it safe. Just wait till you reboot.
Oh, that's true. Might as well just you scrape the bottom of the barrel all this time. Might as well just.
I'm like, somebody punctured a hole in the bottom of the barrel. You're leaking out. Just let it go.
Just let it finish, man. You're all the way to the bottom. It's the last little bit. Let it just spurt out.
Just tip it over. Finish it off. I'm like, they're done. Just stop.
But yeah, dude, I heard that. So interesting. I was like, because I don't know the Secret War time.
I feel like the main reason they'll go for that is because everybody wants that damn scene of freaking Doomsday taking out the spine. I'm like, that scene's not even necessary. If you do it, it's basically fan service.
It's only like three pages, right? I think I read where they meet and he comes into Thanos' realm or something like that, etc. Right?
And I'm just like, if you do it, it's just for fan service, and it'll be cool to see, but at the same time, it's not needed. At that point, Marvel's going to do it because
everyone's been talking about it, and then I think we've been hearing that they are going to do a King Thanos? Is that what he's considered, right? Yeah. King Thanos? Okay. So, but yeah, there's Doomsday is I'm worried. That's the word I can use. I'm not very linguistic and knowing my words and synonyms. But I'm worried, man. Again, with what we came through, finding out that they maneuver the script, and they work it as they go.
And then they pushed both movies back
6 months.
6 months each.
And what else? They they change as they go, and then they're Alan Rich. Oh my God, Alan, the one that coming, Alan coming, that will be Night Crawler. Ooh, I was gonna call him Wing. I was about to say Nightwing. Nightcrawler. What's called? He was saying that 90%, I think his whole thing was by himself, isolated, green screen. That like he didn't even know who he was acting on the screen with.
I kind of don't like that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I am so worried.
Like, how are you supposed to interpose more of your character or more
in depth,
without knowing who you're working with and like feeding off of each other?
They don't. He says they even like female voice people, like the people that read the voices off the screen, were reading male parts, so he doesn't know who he's in the scenes with. So like that just takes away the movie magic to me as well. Like, you know what I mean? Knowing that already in a way, like like when he goes in there, it's just like damn. But it shows you their acting skills. Because if you walk away and say, like, dude, Nightcrawler killed it, and now knowing that, you know what I mean? Like, dude, you're gonna be like, that boy can act. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that boy just got told, like,
he earned all his 1.3 million.
Thanks, RDJ. Chump change. But yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, when you leave the theater at that point, that's when you're like, yo, my boy killed it.
But
you know,
at the same time, it goes the reverse too. If he fails and he flops, you're gonna be like, yo,
God damn it,
you
Marvel.
can really tell you're not doing this right.
Yeah, it has me a little worried,
and
man.
It makes you think too, like,
why these sets?
But not just that, like, how many people are in that scene that he's talking about, and how many people are shooting individually? That adds to your budget now, because now you have to extend your shooting even longer for every individual. So it just,
I am so worried, guys. I don't think y'all understand. Like, y'all might understand. Hopefully y'all sympathize with us on that issue. Like, how does it get, how does it be, exactly. You know, there's more things to worry about in the world than, you know, this, but you know, but like how did it get so out of hand? I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
That's the truth.
Like, where did it fall off? Like,
you know what? I could tell you where it fell off, because they did an interview, and what's his name? Oh my gosh, the new Captain America dude. Anthony Mackie?
Yeah.
He was talking about how they got so secretive, and why it became like that was because I guess somebody printed out a copy of the Avengers for
Ultron or Civil War.
I think Ultron.
Okay,
and it was pretty early on, and they emailed out a copy to oh my gosh, guy playing Nick Fury. I forgot his name right now. Blank.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes, there you go. I don't know why I blanked.
Yeah.
But they printed him out a copy, like faxed him a copy, and somebody saw it, printed it for themselves, got it, and leaked it online. And ever since then, now nobody gets full copies. Nobody gets individual things like that. They're like that now. And then you have, of course, the people like leaking the photos and the sets, stages, and everything. And I'm just like, that's what fans do. They ruin it for themselves.
Yeah,
yes.
True.
But at the same time, it's not your duty to kind of like freaking helicopter parent, but like you're helicoptering movie production and be like, no, you guys can't see none of this.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, if we want to see it, we're going to see it some way, shape, or form. That's up to us.
But that's what I feel like as an actor. I would be like, if you want to get the, you know, what you're paying for from me, like my true, you know, depth of a character, like I need to know what I'm doing.
Yes,
like, I need to know the scenes that it's leading up to it. Who's dying? Is my daughter gonna die? My character gonna die?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I need to build that emotion in me. You know what I mean? Unless they just, I mean, they're actors, they're vet actors. These are, you know, veterans in the industry. So, I mean, I guess you could just tell them, you know, I need you to feel sympathy right now. I need you to feel like you have lost a life or something. You know what I mean? Like
you lost a loved one.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, so it kind of like leans into that, you know. Like,
little did you know that loved one is you.
Yeah, sure is. Who do you love more than yourself? You know what I mean? Like,
Everybody starts commenting. My mom, my dog. My
So it's so weird. It's weird to even think that that's even a thing. So like that's what jumping from MCU to DCU, you know, that's why we kind of hold in regards to James Gunn in a sense, because I think even Frank Grillo, the guy that's playing Rick Flag Senior, he even was saying like, I applaud James Gunn, coming from both aspects. He's like, there's nothing wrong, and he backed MCU, so he's still on MCU side. He's like, there was nothing wrong because it's not uncommon in the industry for the scripts to change as they film.
Yeah.
He's like, but I applaud James Gunn for his validity and his like solid scripts. Like he does not move forward till the script is seen by him and Peter Safran. And greenlit, and we're ready to go. You know what I mean? Like there is no what ifs, there is no what's gonna happen, there isn't, all this stuff. Like, you know what I mean? And so but yeah, so again, on the rumor train of this Doomsday, again, because with MCU, we don't know, guys. They literally can say this, and then if it's a rumor and it like viral rumor, they might jump on it, but who knows? But I was reading that we are gonna get a Wanda.
I heard that
variant,
too.
You know what I mean? So the rumor is Doomsday will have a Wanda variant from the X-Men universe where Magneto rules Genosha and has a royal family dynamic with Pietro, Wanda, and Polaris. So
why Genosha?
Wasn't that the place that he made? And if it's in the X-Men universe, maybe it's later in the years now they've done, and again their timeline. So he finally ruled Genosha, isn't it right? You know what I mean? So we're bringing these multiverses together. You know what I mean? Like so we got that, and then we had on that same spectrum is he's Doctor Doom is seeking revenge on the entire multiverse. So I've been reading like plot synopsis rumors, and like they're saying that he is basically using his sorcery to build Battleworld. So he's starting to bring everyone there to kill them off in one foul swoop, basically. So that's what the general maybe what might happen. But again, what I was thinking about the other day is, speaking of fan service, give us everyone. Like everyone. The shows, the movies, they're out there. Well, because it is in the comics, you know what I mean? That was the big controversy. They even said it, like Civil War is gonna have like 60 people, 60 heroes going to battle each other, and it ended up being 8 or 16. Really, you know what I mean? I remember seeing the comic panel, and it was just one page and one page of no one just going at each other. You know what I mean? Like, so if we already have them, we're already establishing what is in the MCU.
They already kind of did it for Deadpool.
Yeah. So give us Cage, Luke Cage. Give us, what's her name? Jessica Jones, Daredevil.
They're supposedly already signed up for Daredevil Born Again season 2.
Sorry.
And so I'm like, all right, you already got them on contract. That contract extends to the movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that's if they want to do that.
Kingpin. I hope they bring Kingpin in the Spider-Man movie. They're talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, so like, because Punisher is going against Kingpin at the moment. They're already battling them out on the Daredevil scene. So again, if they want to finish it right, again, like at least a one-footed landing, you know what I mean? Like, just give it, just throw them all out there.
You know what? I agree with that too, because like you said, that one-footed landing, I was like, if you really don't want to have people on there because it's going to be too crazy, blast them. The moment they get on the battlefield, just boom, gone, boom, gone. Oh, remember him? Gone.
That's funny.
I was like, that was the
I can
perfect
see
way.
just Luke Cage busting through the door, Doomsday, poof, like done, zip, like. Hey,
like,
that could work. I mean,
it'll be a good way of
for
doing
free. You need me for free right here, MCU. Like, burn me out. Like, at least I
Right.
got screen time. You know what I mean? Like,
y'all remembered my name.
yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, dude, I was thinking about that deeply the other day. I was like, man, they already have them. Just throw it all out there. Just give us the bucket of toys, dump out all the heroes into the movie, and just call it a day, man. Like
I said, they already did it once for Daredevil. They're already supposedly re-signing contracts with people for Daredevil. I mean,
dude, Deadpool. Yeah.
They're already signing people for Daredevil's backup. Just you already got stuff in motion. Just throw them all back in there. You already got them once. There's no harm in doing this again.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, a lot of people be like, "Oh, it's just a freaking
Deadpool movie too."
Yeah, and I was just like, "Oh, yes and no." Like,
no, that was the blueprint to show that it's possible. Like,
it's technically possible to do this right, and you have all he did that well. Now you can move it up to the next step, make more people in, bring more. I was like, you didn't see everybody, but like a quick second, like all the people from like X2 and X3 and stuff. Some of them were on screen for like a few seconds
and far away spots. You know what I mean? Yeah. Juggernaut. We didn't know the Juggernaut was not the same actor. I didn't till a little bit later after I think the movie. I was like, holy crap, it's a whole different actor. Like, but the same build, everything, but it was,
same costume.
But it was so far enough that you didn't know it was him. You know what I mean? Like, what was homegirl's name? Oh, long black ponytail, the purple in the purple. What's her name? Psylocke. Psylocke. She was a different actress as well. You know what I mean? But again, it was far enough. They never had a close up like scene with her. She was just probably a stunt double. They used the actress for the close up pan, and then the fight scenes are probably a stunt double. You know what I mean? Like,
you saw Toad in there. You saw other people. I was like, you could do it. And like I said, if you just want to do the same thing, just show them real quick and then pop them off one at a time, and there you go. Like, you got your fan service along with the reasonable way of getting rid of them, as well as an explanation on why they're here. You covered all your assets. There you go.
Just do it.
Yeah.
You're safe now.
Yeah.
You're safe now.
It's okay, Marvel. It's okay.
Feel like the third base coach. Go to home. Like, run. Bring it back. Straight up, like, really feel like that's where we're at right now. We're rounding third base. We need to get there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so Kevin Feige just needs to just finish it off. Just run it home. Someone give a nice infield home run.
I mean, if
I guess Deadpool could be the one that did the infield home run, and we just need to bring these last two runners across third base to home. Like,
the sad thing is, though, with that analogy, you could still get out. You could still be tagged out.
DCU.
Right, can you see this? Like, now with that analogy, I'm like, you got Doomsday, last person getting. You have one more person trying to make it a home, and you have that person running, and the ball's tossed, and here comes freaking Secret Wars, and they're sliding, trying to get it, and then done. And the movie just flops. They failed it. Everything's messed up.
I was just like, they lost the World Series.
Yeah, like at the very end, I was like, I could see Marvel doing this.
Man, dude, I'm so worried, guys. Again, there's just so much to this. I think they've lived these last 5 to 7 years on just speculation alone. Like, just
honestly, they lived it off of like people hoping and on crutches.
Yeah. They got my money. I can't say shit. Like, sorry.
No,
I was like, I'm in that boat, but I'm not. I was like, I'm that with a guy out there, like rocking the boat, kind of maybe. Like,
but they're coming back.
Straight up. I don't need this life jacket. Like,
I learned how to swim when I was
believe 5. Them. I believe in them.
Oh man.
But yeah, guys, Doomsday, guys, is nerve-wracking. And then again, we got Spider-Man right before it, brand new day.
Yes,
where that we need a structural timeline when it reboots, please. Like, because
that's the thing, they had one, and then they just nuked it, And I mean, it's kind of hard to have a timeline with like multiverses and time travel stuff, but it's technically possible. I mean, Zelda does it. So
Zelda,
The Legend of Zelda, it starts with one main timeline, and then after Ocarina of Time, it splits into 3.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm not. I never played Zelda.
No,
Link.
The Legend of Zelda Nintendo created a whole like component, like an actual book of it to show you
to help you.
Yeah.
And see, that's what I like. What is it like? We always talk about that, like a blueprint book, that shows the powers and how their strengths are and all that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
Marvel, I think, does DC have a DC? It'll be a surprise if DC doesn't have them.
I would assume
Marvel
so.
Has the superhero like encyclopedias and stuff. And so I'm assuming DC has
I love fans that know that stuff. Like, Spider-Man can easily do 100 times his weight and, pounds of pressure. And, I love it when people think Captain America can beat, Spider-Man. And it's just like, you can? No. Oh, I was like, wait, did you just say can? Like, but things like that. You know what I mean?
Captain America can't beat Spider-Man.
No, that's what I'm saying. But there's those people that are like,
But then it's also the people that watch just the movies or just the like the animations, because sometimes they'll be like, oh well, in that fight he did this. Yes, but canonically, it's this.
Yeah. If you really want to be real, if you're a true fan,
that's when you see somebody just comic books.
But yeah, dude, I was one of the examples of Spider-Man and Captain America that I like, that I've seen pop up on my feed a couple times, is when they say is like when Spider-Man stops talking is when you have to worry, and
when he takes off his mask.
When he takes off his mask, it's like because it was him and it was something between him and Captain America. And he's like, Peter, I know you're upset, but, and then he's like, but something, nothing, or something like that. And he smashes Captain America with his shield into the wall.
Yeah.
And like, I think the shield is dented or something like that. And he's like, look, he's like, Peter. And then Peter's no longer there in the screen. And then he looks at his shield and he's like, damn, like it was like bent. Like, so that just shows you know what I mean? Like, and the other one that I like of, a comic panel that popped up was when he talked about shooting the web into Fisk.
Yes.
When he like goes to confront Fisk for killing May, I believe, right? Yeah. Or something like that. Like, or threatening May. I think he went after her. He went after her. Okay, yeah. So, when I saw that panel, I was like, whoa. So good. Fisk always thought he had a win, but that boy was shooting.
I love that too, because I love the people that are into the comics and know that stuff. They make their little reels and everything, and somebody's like, oh, so what did you do today? And they're pretending to be the Spider-Man villains. He's like, boy, I finally got Spider-Man. I won up to all of you. I got May. And then all the villains are like, what? No, he ain't related to us. Not staying over there, man.
He's on his own over there. We had a different agenda.
He's like, I forget who it was. They're like, Carnage, like, come on, this May's off limits. You kill babies and everything else. And Carnage is even like, yeah, but not May, dog. She's the one that keeps him in check. Like, no. Oh,
that is hilarious. I've never seen any of those.
Oh, they're so hilarious because you see them all like kind of panic and stuff. And same thing with Batman. I love because it's kind of similar. Like
when Batman smiles is when you have to worry or something like that.
But it's also like all the villains kind of know who Batman really is now, but everybody's like, we're not going to say who that is. And one of the people, one of the villains actually starts trying to be like, oh, I know who Batman is, but all the villains team up against him, be like, no, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
And they're like, he's like, why? We could tear him down and everything. They're like, Bruce Wayne protects us. Without him, Batman
has nothing to live for. Yeah.
He's like, there's nothing stopping him now. Shut the hell up.
My favorite one is one of the recent ones with Batman, and it was him and Scarecrow, and then Scarecrow's, I'm tired of this. I'm gonna find out who he is, and he rips off his cowl, and it's like, what is billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne? And then Joker's losing it. He's like, Bruce Wayne. He's like, I've been battling a guy with paranoid issues or something like that. He's like, He's like, you know what really bothers me, Bruce? He's like, where's my electric car, Bruce? He's like, I put my down payment like or something. Like, he's like, you promised everybody an electric car. He's like, where's my car, Bruce? He's like, I laughed so hard, but it like took away Joker's. He's like, a reason for living. You know what I mean? Like, so I thought that was freaking hilarious.
Dude,
but
I love that. Like, it's so funny because it's like you don't think about it, but it is true. Like, there's something holding them down. Like, they only have this, but they only go so far. And it's just like it's true. Like a lot of people like with Injustice. I don't know if you ever
a little bit,
yeah. Like the Injustice video game was, I think that was the one that started the comic, or vice versa. Because I love when something in media is so good, like what Harley Quinn was created for the animation series. Got such a huge fan base, got into the comics.
Yeah.
Like I love when things happen like that. But Injustice, where it's just like,
I didn't know that
Superman. What
the Harley Quinn? I thought Harley Quinn was always like for sure with the Joker, tied with the Joker.
Just created in the animated series, but was so loved.
And really, that little quirky one that we all know about. Really,
and it was so loved that they made her a forever comic. Yeah,
that's crazy.
And it was just like, and now she got her own series, her own stuff, and it's so cool.
With Poison Ivy, right? That little animated series guy.
She has that. She has I think she got her own comic line and everything too, and everything. Like she blew up too.
Okay.
But yeah, like with Bruce Wayne with Superman and Justice, it was Lois who kind of grounded him, but then Joker was like, nah, like Batman's no fun no more. Like I could do stuff to him, but like
so the Injustice line, was that the one where he does like the hallucination gas or whatever, and he thinks he's killing Doomsday? No, it's not Doomsday.
Is it Doomsday? No.
I think it is Doomsday.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And he's going up into space to like take him out, and it ends up he's Lois.
Pregnant with
that is that Injustice line? Okay.
Yeah, pregnant with his child too. So he killed both Lois and his unborn baby.
Oh my god.
And Joker's like laughing about it, and
Batman knows.
Batman's like trying to like be like, what the hell did you do? And he's like, yeah, like I put the game on easy mode. He's like, you won't crack, but this one. And he's like, damn, Joker. Like, he's like, yeah. He's like, you kind of got boring. And, you know, I don't like losing as much anymore. Yeah. He's like, I felt like winning today.
Dude, that's wicked.
Yeah, it was just like, dude, it was like, I love that fact of like, everybody has their like anchor, and it just takes that one person to like get rid of it or damage it, and it's gone.
Speaking of anchor, my favorite one right now is everyone's like pissed about RDJ coming back, you know, etc. Right? Another character, they're like, why are y'all mad? Y'all should know this by now. The only one that stays dead is Uncle Ben. In comics, everyone comes back alive except for Uncle Ben.
I think even in the comics too, like Aunt May dies, but Peter makes a deal and brings her back, and then something else happens. Yeah, dude, everybody dies except Uncle Ben.
Stays dead. Yeah, when I read that, I laughed so hard. I didn't go into deep research, but just off like top of my head, I was like, Yep. I think everyone comes back. Ra's al Ghul, they go to the pit of, whatever. You know, that's DC, but nonetheless, they haven't done it.
Brings everybody back.
It was funny. I laughed so hard when I read that. But yeah, guys, Doomsday is gonna be interesting. Again, we went off on a tangent with anchors and stuff, but again, we have these characters that are going to be mixing it in. I just feel like, again, with not being dead and holding it down, I hope that they play it right with RDJ.
I hope so.
Disappointing. I mean, it's scary to the point, but to finish the Doomsday / anchor that we just went off on a tangent. What is his name? Give me one sec.
I need the Jeopardy song.
Review man. There we go. That is his name. That is his tag on Instagram, Facebook. Review Man. So if you're a 90s kid, you know that reference. So Review Man, shout out Review Man. He did one right before the show, and I loved it. I laughed so hard. So he's like, now that what's his name? I was gonna put in my shirt because I had that full shirt on earlier. But he was saying with the rumor of Ryan Reynolds coming into Avengers Doomsday, again, reportedly, not confirmed yet, will be in Doomsday, right? So if he does, he thought that the only person, the best joke that they can do, like to just put an icing on the cake, he says, it was having a like communication, having a conversation with Deadpool and Doomsday or Doctor Doom, and him saying, "You're a dude disguised as another dude," playing, that line from Tropic Thunder. Yes. I was like, oh my God. I was like, everybody was like, yes, you're a dude disguised as another dude playing another dude. Like, I was like, that would be the best reference. He's like, have you ever seen Tropic Thunder? You remind me of that guy.
Yeah. I mean, I could see Deadpool also pulling off the one everybody wanted before when Benedict Cumberbatch and RDJ were on screen together with the Sherlock.
No shit, like yeah. Well, according to Benedict Cumberbatch, that they both talked about it and they said, it's not, it don't fit right now.
It don't fit for them, but Deadpool, it fits.
Truth. I see what you're saying now. But yeah, like, so when he said that, dude, I was like, dude, clutch. That was a good joke. I was like, if they put that in there, that'd be great. And one character to do so would be Deadpool, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, guys, it is worrisome. I again, I think they're relying on the old 09 to reel it in, to finish it off. But I think we're already not at a perfect 10. And I don't think we'll reach a perfect 10. But I think we will reach a solid 7-8. I was like, I'm hoping a solid 7-8 for the last two films. Or three films if you want to, Oh, no. Four. Remember there was that Untitled Marvel movie on the year before Secret Wars.
Damn.
So a lot of speculation is this the Doctor Strange movie.
Could be. It would make it the most sense too,
because of the incursions. Because she came to let them know about incursions.
And then this whole thing is Doctor Doom basically creating a bunch of incursions together at the same time too. So yeah, it makes sense.
So I hope
if
and he already technically passed through Battleworld. Again, it wasn't a certain thing. It wasn't confirmed. But when he was like, they were tumbling with what's her name, America Chavez. They went through a dinosaur world or whatever, and they were saying that was Battle World or whatever. But again, in a sense, it wasn't created, correct? Like Doom creates Battle World, right? So
Battle World is an amalgamation of places, of universes and stuff. So Battle World technically isn't created until they're all pulled in.
Okay. I see what you're saying. When he pulls all the universes into one.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, guys, there's a lot, man. Loki is gonna be crazy. They're saying rumors of that. Loki meeting Thor. He has to step off, letting go of the threads of the multiverse because they were losing control or something like that. Like, there's just so much. And they say again that he's gonna die. And I was like, God dang it, poor Loki, man. Like, he was safe up there. Like, as soon as he came out from his safe place to help his brother Thor, he dies again. Like, you know who's the problem? Thor. like, you gotta find out the main, conjunction there is Thor.
I mean, he had 2 standalone series and did pretty okay.
Yeah. So and then again down the rumor mill on that Doomsday is going to take out a key Avenger character that's been in the thing for 10 plus years.
Oh yeah.
I read that, so I was like, ooh, who would it be? Who could? It can't be Spider-Man. It can't be. It could possibly be Thor. That's where everyone's leaning. It's Thor because they said it was going to be a dramatic finish for him. Like this would be his,
it's going to be the reason why he's crying holding Deadpool.
Bro, if they full circle that, dude, I'm telling you that would bump it from an 8 to 8.5. So I give him a 0.5 for that. But yeah, dude, I've seen so many rumors, so many things of what could possibly be. Shows Loki walking up to Captain America's house with Peggy. It showed Doomsday in that same position, where he's going to go confront him. I think the Loki one makes more sense because he's probably seeing Doomsday taking away all these multiverses, so he goes to warn him or something. Then there was that speculation when Chris Evans went to a movie release in Canada or something like that, and he had his Captain America physique. So here lately, before that event, he had been slim. He's been slimmer, figure and everything. But he went to that press thing and he was swole. He had his Captain America swole chest. His arms were bulging out of the shirt. So everyone's like, 100% coming back. Like, I love how y'all try to play this on us. But, Andrew Garfield ruined that for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, there's no more I'm not in it because Andrew Garfield. Yeah, exactly. Andrew Garfield's play on that will always be clutch, I think. And then on that note, they found out that like Spider-Man kind of gave it away later because they praised Andrew Garfield for like holding his own all the way to the end. Like, what? I don't know that. Like, I've never been there or whatever. And then they showed the scene and they the talk show hosts were showing that clip of, Lizard getting kicked in the face or whatever, like his face changing. And so then there was an interview with Zendaya, Tom, and John. I think his first name John. They were all there, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, that stunt was so crazy. It was like they were gonna push me off of a scaffold and da 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 da." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I wasn't there for that." Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So when they were like, what? Like, how are you not there? Like, it shows a Spider-Man reaching out for, Zendaya's hand. So that alone, and apparently they like showed the slow-mo of like Zendaya's eyes, like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? So freaking Tom Holland, man. Like, but dude, in his defense, I think I'd be the same way, dude. Like, I can't rag on the guy. I can't even like, give bad comment because I think I'd be the same goddamn way. Like, just be so hyped like I am when we talk, just so hyped and then be like, oh yeah, like this, that. Like when he revealed the script, he's like, oh yeah, look guys, this and this. Like, do not show. Like, I was like, oh, shit.
So I think I'll be able to hide it only because how much you and Bree ask about certain things. I'm like, oh, you'll see that later.
Dude, you're the perfect guy. You get a script, you won't say shit, man. Like, I don't know what happened to the hand sign still, guys. Like, she threw up the crip, and that's all I know, bro. Like, there's a purpose, and he still has not revealed that. Like,
she started learning Naruto hand signs.
she read. Oh, damn it, Doma took all the chakra and didn't hear the pong.
Oh man,
shit, dude.
She can't live without chakra, Doma.
I wonder that was a good joke too. The 8 trigrams when it was actually the demon art. Yeah. But guys, oh my goodness, yeah. Again, it's what a time to be, in the, that realm of comics and manga and all that. I mean, we're seeing it put on the big screen, and I think a lot of people lose that aspect. You know what I mean? Like, they get so enveloped of like the character and that's not true, and and just like take it at face value. Me, you know what I mean? Just at face value. Just be happy that you're seeing Luke Cage that you read at when you were 13 on the big screen or on a show. You know what I mean? Like, granted, it was a shitty show, but at least you can be happy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you never in a day and age would have thought like you would see Luke Cage on the TV. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I'm at. Like, the true fans, be a true fan. I'm not telling you you're not a true fan. Like, more power to you, homie. Like, you read all the comics, but enjoy it at face value. You know what I mean? Like, who would have thought we'd see Galactus, a real Galactus on the screen? You know what I mean? Like, again, just those little things. But again, they're mad at, I was mad at the screen time and then how, he, got killed so fast.
Yeah.
But not to the point where I'm like, FMCU, like, I'm done. Oh, that's just bullshit. Like, they ruined it for me. Like, you know what I mean? It's just not, I don't get it. I don't know. I understand the fans.
Both sides, because I am that person that very much is like, yo, that's not true to what the comics do. But at the same time, I'm also like, me and you discuss this all the time. It's its own narrative. It's its own standalone comic, basically. Mm-hmm. Like, there's so many different comic versions of every character. The MCU and now the DCU are their own land. It's just like they pull from that inspiration the same way all the other like universes in Marvel pull from, like, just about every Spider-Man has the same damn powers and crap. I'm just like, they pull and they get information and they have the same story beats, but it's something along the way that changes.
It's its own comic arc. You know what I mean? Like, and then, like, speaking in that is, Sylvie, apparently it was a picture. I wish I would always screen it. I've seen it twice already. It's Sylvie, Darcy, and two other characters that were brought into the MCU that don't exist in the comics.
Yeah.
Like, and it was just like, it was a stunner to me, again, because I'm not very comic heavy, but I was just like, wow, like, they were incorporated well, like, for me to believe that they were lore, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, so, for her to get 2 seasons, you know what I mean? See Loki 1 and see Loki 2, she was in there. Like, I legitimately thought she was a character somewhere in the comics, you know what I mean? So, I feel that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, okay, again, not a comic heavy, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Just give it its own understanding that it's its own thing, you know what I mean? Yes. So, I don't know. At least, one thing is crazy is Megan Thee Stallion is in the MCU,
that's another thing too, though. You saw Ironheart, right?
Yes.
Okay. I remember watching it and having low expectations. Did okay. They name dropped Jason Statham in there. Mm-hmm. So now in my head, immediately I was like, ping, no longer available for the MCU. Can't see him anywhere else. If you drop him, he has to be Jason Statham. He cannot be anybody else now. You're saying. Yeah, so I'm like, whenever they do that, Megan Thee Stallion, bing, never play anybody else. She has to be herself. When you name drop somebody in that,
Kevin Bacon,
Kevin Bacon, which means also canonically that Footloose and everything happened. So according to that lore, everything from that era is now canon in the MCU, fell along the same way kind of within what we know. So if you screw up something, if Kevin Bacon shows up for any other reason but it's not Kevin Bacon, you screwed up, MCU. Mm-hmm. And it just like immediately puts it in my head now.
And that puts a ding in the X-Men when he was old homie.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
but that was a whole different universe.
But that's where they're coming from, is that universe. That's where they're apparently going to be going. No. That was First Class, right? That was the First Class side, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Woo! See, guys, I mean, like, I feel for the writers. That room has to be like the size of a house, like,
I was like, hi, you could have me join.
Reality check guy.
I was like, I'll be like, nope, that's wrong. Like when they killed Darwin, that was the most pissed off I think I've ever been about a character death.
Oh yeah, a lot of people. Again, because you're a comic, heavy. It was
this fool survived so damn much. Like, how are you gonna kill him off like that? Like, that's his whole thing.
Is to be able to survive. But just wild, man. We're gonna get so much. I don't even. We can't even like commute. I don't know. I'm trying to be smart, guys. Whatever, man. Bring it all together. Bring it on in, man. Whatever the term is. I hope culmination. There you go. Jesus Louise. I spaced out there. Wasn't even a person. But yeah, guys, it's gonna be interesting to say the least. I hope they stick a 1 foot landing. Get a 7 and 8. That's again from the hopeful. So but a lot of people are standing their ground and being firm with like being standoffish, and which again I can't argue. Can't be like Marvel did it to themselves, like Emmanuel said. Like did it to themselves. I'm about to check some news real quick so I can see. It was.
Let me see too, because I know we got some stuff, but for some reason the stuff I thought I saved, I didn't save, and I think I thought I was like, oh, I'll remember that, and I don't remember it.
I hate that. I'm the worst with that.
Let me see. Well, I mean, since we're on the topic of comics and stuff, I don't know if you want to go to DC or do you want to stick in like? Do
I'm
you want to go
almost
to
done with
anime?
Marvel. That's why I was
Okay.
like, let me check Marvel really quick. So Marvel, I got the timeline order for Daredevil, Born Again, season 1 and 2, the Punisher special, and Spider-Man Brand New Day. So the Punisher will come in, and it will be in the timeline just after season 1, and then Daredevil, Born Again, will come out with season 2 prior to Spider-Man Brand New Day. So we're gonna get the Punisher season special. I'm thinking it's one of those special presentation ones.
Yeah,
It might be one of those, I think.
probably, yeah.
So we're going to get the Punisher special presentation, and then Daredevil Born Again, and then Spider-Man Brand New Day. So, again, the only way Daredevil will ever interact with Spidey, because that was one of the big things that everyone wanted, and, that they were showing Jessica Jones and Spider-Man and the Punisher when they asked for, we need a team. But again, Sony owns the rights. So with Sony owning the rights, he will never appear on a TV, Marvel television. There we go. They have their own little thing. Marvel television series because they own the rights. The only way Spider-Man will interact with anyone in those verses is in an animation. So just keep that in mind, guys. Those rumors, I can definitely know that they don't. It will not, come into source. So with what we've covered and what we've seen and what we read, I know that's one rumor that I don't ever divulge in. Like I don't ever get excited or of that nature. But that's going to be an interesting schedule, guys. So again, we're fitting this, and then we got an untitled Marvel movie in there on 2027. So when 2027 Secret Wars is in December, there is still one in there. And then who's to say? Because I already read that it is approved. We're pushing into Daredevil season 3, so they won't start. They'll start season 3 after the season 2 release, just like they did season 1. Like so, we talked about that on the show as well. Yeah. I was like, if they keep up this, it should be flowing pretty efficiently. I think.
I just want more episodes.
Keep the same. They gave us. I was about to say they gave us a good runtime.
Yeah,
they gave us a hell of good runtime. It felt so much better. Oh my gosh, I can't even explain that. Like how much more we got with just 25 more minutes. You know what I mean? Like we were getting 22-minute episodes. Yes. You know what I mean? So 48, 49, 53. It was just felt so good to just God, for the pacing at least,
And it pisses me off too because somebody's like, "Yo, how are we getting new seasons every year?" Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, we were getting new seasons of sitcoms every year, 20 plus episodes, and here we are now with streaming services and stuff being pumped out and everything. But you can't give me more than 12 episodes, and it's not even every year; it's every 2-3 years.
Yeah, like the joke I think we had was it with Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh yeah,
was able to get married, have a kid, and we're still not done with Stranger Things. You know what I mean? Like she had a baby before Stranger Things finished. Like that's insane.
Speaking of which, isn't that supposed to come out this year?
Something. Apparently, there are full-length feature films per episode. Every episode is apparently about 2 hours long.
Damn, how many episodes?
7.
Damn. I don't know about that.
That's what I said.
At that point, I'm like, why? Why?
Is it that good? Please explain.
No, it is not.
Okay, I was like, I need to ask because I've never seen not one episode of Stranger Things.
I got into it because I was like, I finally caved, and I was like, you know what? It's about D&D supposedly. And I was like, let me get done.
The first 3 episodes.
Basically, they're like, oh yeah, here's what they do basically is just be like, oh yeah, this character is named after this D&D monster and stuff. And look at the resemblance a little bit here and there. And I was like, okay, that's cool. But you're not giving me more.
This for. Yeah, that's not what I watched it for. False advertising.
I was like, it's kind of cool. But
nice little name drop, but nah, not that good.
No, for real.
Let's see. They got the merch out.
Still Marvel.
Yeah, I'm finishing it up here. I just wanted to double check.
We have. Well, I don't want to mess anything up if you're about to announce anything. Possibly not.
The only one other one that was heartfelt, Marvel Zombies. There'll be a scene with Black Panther. Most characters narrate their own scenes for their characters on those series. Unfortunately, with the passing of Chadwick Boseman, the narrated part will be done by Tom Holland for the Black Panther part. Like just
like narrated for him.
Okay. Not voiced by him, but the scene.
Yeah,
you know how they have a narration and stuff like that. So,
as far as I know, I'm looking up release dates for Marvel, and Wonder Man I think is the only one reportedly confirmed. I'm gonna do that for December of this year, 2025. Wonder Man.
Yeah. December, right?
Yeah. Then they're saying Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse was supposed to come out this year.
Was, but not no more.
Yeah. Spider Noir was supposed to come out this year. Not no more. Spider-Woman, which I'm actually surprised to hear about, was supposed. It says to be determined 2025. No, not coming out. X-Men 97 season 2 was supposedly to come out this year. Doubt it.
It's pushed back to I think May, if I'm not mistaken.
Boo. Armor Wars, which I'm surprised is still a thing. I thought they got rid of it. I thought they moved it to a movie. It was supposedly to come out this year. No. This thing is not up to date apparently, and this is apparently from like giving me like all their MCU stuff. So I don't know how accurate if this is MCU for real or not. But because they still have Doomsday, the Avengers Doomsday, as May 1st.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, that's no. But then they have Spider-Man
4. Doesn't even have 4. The brand new day.
Yeah, Spider-Man 4 for July 24th next year. Then they have Shang-Chi 2 to be determined next year, and I'm like,
see, that's where I'm wondering.
I don't think so.
It could go both ways. It could be the Doctor Strange film or the Shang-Chi. I think. Chaos in the
multiverse
of the 10 rings or something like that. I can't remember.
But then also too, I was thinking about it. It was what was another thing I was thinking about right now that was like Thor. Thor could take that slot too. So it all.
I saw Thor Valhalla or something. Like that. I think that's what I saw.
Then we still have Vision Quest coming out sometime.
That's confirmed. That's done. It'll be there
sometime.
Yeah.
We don't know
when. Who knows?
Blade, which I feel is lost in ether and doesn't need to come out right away. Take your time with it.
I think it would be best next era. I think we can get him out. I guess for the sake of again, what we exposed earlier, just give us all the characters that we need in Secret Wars.
Yeah.
If we're already pushing that much money out there, just give it all.
Yeah.
And then give him the justice he deserves in the second era of MCU.
Yes.
So but yeah, guys, it's gonna be interesting to say the least with MCU. Hopefully they finish strong. Stick with us here at the Hideout. Follow us on our page. We can't even be mad at that site. We can't even post our pictures. So we're definitely not one to speak of anything. But yeah,
if we do, we try to keep up.
Yeah. At least we try to keep up. On to DC.
I mean, I don't have a whole bunch of.
I don't have any anime. So. Yeah. The only animated stuff, we'll get to it. I mean, you can even go segue that hard already. But DC.
Well, do you have a lot of DC?
Not news, but we Clayface. We got wanted to talk Clayface, Peacemaker. We have what else is Man of Tomorrow, which is the actual name of the title. So James Gunn already shut that down. I will say this every time we bring about this. Like James Gunn clutch for that. Like, if that's one thing that does not go rampant, is a rumor in the DCU universe without him, shutting it down.
He normally gets within it for like a week.
Yeah, within latest the week, he replies to whatever comment or whatever rumor is out there.
Because normally he's on it like within days.
Yeah, so the rumor was, it was going to be Superman, Man of Tomorrow, and he's like, nope, just Man of Tomorrow, like, you know what I mean?
For the sequel.
For the sequel. So and then Lex, the actor for Lex, and David Cornsweet both posted a picture of their 2 different comic lines, and it was already battle armored Lex and then Superman, but Superman's leaning on Lex like they're friends.
Yeah.
So there were like a lot of people already speculating, but nonetheless that he's already somewhat confirming that they will be partnered together to fight a bigger threat between the two. And so to those who are watching Peacemaker is again not safe for kids, but like definitely not safe for kids. Do not watch it with your kids around. But it is integral to the DCU, but not to the point where again where it's so beautifully done by James Gunn. Is not one that you have to watch to understand the following film. Okay. But
it does add to the film.
Yes, it does add.
It's not necessary.
Yeah. So that's what I love. Again, the separation to where they're basically their own standalone things, but once they culminate, that it ties in smoothly. You know what I mean? So one of the ones that that's coming up, which I just mentioned, is Clayface. So we got a snippet of Clayface in Creatures Commandos. So with Creatures Commandos, it is DCU canon. So again, anything animation in James Gunn's universe, James Gunn and Peter Safran's universe. I feel bad for always just forgetting. Peter's just off in the shadows. You know what I mean?
James Gunn is the face of it.
The face of it. Yeah. He was brought in, and that was one of the big speculations on that show was Clayface died in the show. Like, what's his name? Frankenstein. Yeah. Frankenstein tortured him, with his electricity or whatever, melted him or whatever. And then we come to find out that he's still alive. Why did we find out? James Gunn told us. That's it. So, just so you know, James Gunn helped us out there. He was like, we're like, how's Clayface going to have a show if he died in the thing? He's like, who said he died? Like, basically, he's like, who said he died?
Did you see a body?
Yeah. What is that shirt? You want to kill for the thrills? We have to make that shirt, dude. We have to. Like,
immediately when I said that, at the same time, I was like, yes, I did. Over here, up there, and over there.
Right. Bodies everywhere. But yeah, guys, Clayface is going to be a body horror film. One thing that I was talking to my wife, Brie, about, we were saying that, what James Gunn's doing, because she was just like shocked, again, with a scene that happened on Peacemaker. Have you seen that scene? I don't know. I can't remember if it was on like episode 3 or episode 2. But there was a lot of bodies, literal, and by bodies like literal, not clothed bodies in a scene. So definitely watch it by yourself or your adults. But that's what I was getting at is he's bringing the vulgarity, he's bringing the blood, he's bringing the gore, he's bringing the obscene.
Yeah.
At the very beginning, so that way later we're not like, oh my god, why is DCU going so grotesque, and you know what I mean, like it is what it is in the comics, like, you know what I mean. He is putting what is out there, and like we're getting to enjoy that, you know what I mean, because that was one of the MCU's biggest crutch or biggest injury to themselves is they stayed kid friendly for too long, you know what I mean, for too long. There were certain characters that needed the gore, that needed the fight scenes and the blood, but we weren't getting it, you know what I mean. And now watching those movies, thinking that through, like I was watching Captain America, oh my gosh, what's the second one?
The Winter Soldier.
I was like, I went blank. I was wanting to keep seeing Civil War, but oh my god, went blank again. I was gonna say Brave New World. What is it? Jesus Christ!
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier. I'm tired, guys.
He said, "Hold on, Coffee break.
You're seeing the scene and they're going up on the carrier and all that stuff, and they're using guns and they're shooting the bad guys, but you don't see not a drop of blood, like nowhere in there, nothing. And I'm just like, I see it now. I see it. Not even a bloody nose. Boys were getting blasted in that elevator. Not even a bloody lip or nothing. Nothing. It's just like,
they just kind of look like scuffed.
Yeah, dude. And so now, like,
the thing too, like, even if they didn't show a dead body, I would have liked to see, because when the helicarriers were flying and eliminating people, you saw the names of the people just dying. Give me an after battle thing, and the new on the news or something, they're like, so many people died. They didn't even do that. So I'm like,
they would just say massacre or like chaos, or there's the city being destroyed or something like that, but they never showed the casualties. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think Endgame was the only one, because half the world left. Yeah. There's no way to deny that people died. Yeah. But yeah, dude.
Even with the Avengers, the first one, you got freaking people coming in, cars exploding. There's somebody in that dang car. Nothing.
Not a blood stain. Nothing. Nope. Like so that's what DCU is setting its self up for success on that side. Yeah. I mean, because there is no way that they can say, oh, it didn't start off like this. So but again, Peacemaker brought it heavy in that series, and but again, he warned everybody. He's like, if you love Superman, watch Peacemaker by yourself. You know what I mean? Like, because Peacemaker is a whole different character to Superman. And as adults, I'm glad again he didn't make Peacemaker kid friendly. Yeah. Never has. That dude's freaking foul mouth up the the wazoo. You know what I mean? So like can't. But then you got here again the cute the quirkiness that everybody wants from Superman. He's a good Samaritan. Like he was raised by his parents, and that's what everybody was saying. He was using their their lingo that he was raised with. Like what the hey, you know what I mean? Like gosh darn it, like I'm so rude. Like you know what I mean? So two completely different scenario or like characters. So James Gunn is I'm happy. I'm happy that the Hideout will be around for James Gunn's universe, and we're gonna get to see that expansion. But back all the way into the Clayface talk, Creatures Commandos introduced him, so I'm ready to see how he incorporates that Creatures Commandos death into, or the wound wound and into the movie. What I mean? Because it's intertwined, guys. That's the craziest thing. And now I have a little idea of where his game idea might have played into. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Have you seen on the end of the episodes where it shows that little like mobile game where it has like Superman, Peacemaker, Eagly, people that are in the show and stuff? That little frog guy. I need to get his legit name. Like I don't know if you've seen that character yet. He's like a little green dude, little Asian guy about this tall. You haven't seen? So. Okay, so he's like a not Toad Man. I don't know what it is, but dude,
Frogger.
Dude, it is hilarious. Economos calls him all kind of things. Like, have you been introduced to one of the guy that's got bird blindness?
No.
Oh god, that's all I'm gonna leave it as. Bird blindness is great. I'm telling you guys, James Gunn is great. The way this script and Peacemaker is going, it's gonna tie into the grand scheme of things. The ending leads right into the Man of Tomorrow, and Peacemaker is already confirmed for being into the Man of Tomorrow. Okay. So it's gonna be so awesome, guys. Clayface. The only thing that we have up in the air right now of the Power 3 is Batman and Wonder Woman. It's still speculating. We're still waiting. He has an idea, etc. So it's just trying to, again, bring the script, is greenlit, and we're good to go. You know what I mean? Yeah. So as long as that is good, then we're good. What else? Clayface comes out when? When does Clayface come out?
September 11th, 2026.
2026. So fall of 2026, and then Man of Tomorrow comes out on the same time frame. I think it was like June of 2027.
Okay.
So it was like it was back to back. He announced it when he finished the script for Man of Tomorrow. So he's already
He's
that
on
far
it.
ahead.
Yeah,
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 he's
yeah.
that far ahead. But again, interconnected, and nothing goes without confirmation. Like, green lit, ready to go.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so I'm excited. We got lanterns in the mix. That I'm ready to
I want
talk
to
with you
see.
so bad. I was like, it's gonna be so good. We got one Green Lantern, and he appears in Peacemaker.
Yeah.
So it feels good. It feels in the right direction. And again, we talked about it on the show. He took the blueprint from Marvel. Didn't not. I'm putting words in his mouth, but I felt like he knew what needed to be fixed.
Yeah.
So when he got that job, he was like, "This is my
Now,
opportunity." You know
yes,
what I mean? Like,
yes.
I answer to myself right
He's
now.
like, I saw where they succeeded and I saw their shortcomings, and now I'm gonna kind of put into something I know that I think I could work it.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So it's gonna be interesting, man. I'm ready for Clayface for the body horror. Again, rated
I want
R.
to see what they do with it.
I do too. Like, I've seen a couple of the still shots, and his face is like all beat up, and he has like a bandaged face, and it's all blood on the bandages. So I think that was when he first started transforming, or
Yeah.
that might be him
After.
recuperating after
Yeah, yeah.
Creatures Commandos. You know what I mean? So it's so cool. It's so cool. But I think I forgot to say why I was tripping. I think that's where I saw where he's gonna put games in, and they're interconnected to the games. Was that little mobile app?
Yeah.
Because we talked about it. Like, if you were to put a game into canon in the mix of shows and movies, like, that is insane. Like,
That's difficult.
you would have to be developing the game that would be coming out 5 to 6 years later. You know what I mean? So you would have to know your chess piece, like, way down the way over there, to know what you're going to be putting into that thing. You know what I mean?
But at
like,
least with a mobile game, you could update it constantly, and
that's true.
so like if you wanted to drop it now, you have whatever character you have now, update it, patch it whenever something different happens. Like, I think
what are they called?
What?
DLCs, right? That's what it's called. The expansion packs.
Yeah,
There we
expansion
go,
pack DLCs. But I mean, whenever update happens, it's just a patch. So like you add more characters with a patch.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like
Okay,
especially for mobile games, it's like patching a system that just add like version 1.3 or 1.5.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
But one of the other thing too is there was a game and I don't remember the name of it, but I remember it was attached to a TV series that came out at the same time. That game was supposed to happen live. Like, you could play it by yourself offline if you wanted to, do whatever. It was interesting. But whatever happened in the TV show affected, if you were connected online, what happened in the game. So if something happened major, it would appear in the video game. And it would update constantly. And I was like, dude, that is so cool. But it just, if the TV show didn't get enough views, or if people didn't play in the game, didn't care for the patch, it would kind of like throw things off balance and stuff. So it was a good idea. It just whether or not you have following for both to push this forward. And I don't think it did. I can't remember because I remember.
So that was the start of something of this nature, in a way?
Yeah.
Huh. So do you think he has the capability now with that failure of that? Again,
I think
speculating.
Yeah,
just again,
speculating on how that landed compared to where he's at right now. I think he could pull it off, especially if it's a mobile. Because the other one wasn't a mobile game; it was an actual console. And like,
because you can't patch a console, right?
Like, you can, it takes a bit longer, and
it would have to be an online format type game.
Yeah.
And at that time, it wasn't too much of online gaming. At that time?
There was some because they still had like MMOs and stuff, but it was a bit harder because people had like their layouts already. They had like, people like to min max their characters, so they'll max certain things and be like, this is cool. And then when the new patch came up, now it kind of could either make or break a thing, or it completely alters the way they're trying to play. So it kind of messes it up with something like
that. Is that like how what people are doing right now with like Marvel Rivals or something like that, where like they had their own like game scheme already. They already had it, their characters that could do this, and then they were bringing
New
different
yeah.
characters that did different things that could fly. So the ones that are on the ground, the speedsters
Like, so,
can't get any
yes,
of
yeah.
the top.
It's so,
So
yeah, something like that. Like you would have to constantly change and shift along. But like Marvel Rivals, I think is a mobile game right now too. So that is to be expected, and especially in this era now, to the patches update. So it wasn't a static game. You'll never technically get bored because it's always changing, and the evolution of it made you strategize differently. I think the console game was a little too ahead of its time for what it did. And so
that's
if
not necessarily a bad thing either.
no,
So
no, definitely not.
yeah, because I mean, you're treading new waters. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? You're trying to be
Yeah,
different in that
yeah.
sense. You
And
know, so
it was an interesting game. I remember playing it early on. I just don't remember what happened to it.
hmm.
But
I mean, so that's what got us. I mean, when he mentioned the games were gonna be, I was like, and then when I started seeing at the end of the episodes of Peacemaker, I was like, wonder if this is what he was talking about,
I
because I was like,
mean,
I
that
like
would be
it
the
because you know
best.
what I
Yeah,
mean. Like, I mean, it's a mobile game. He's got his characters, the characters that have been already shown, like, and
yeah.
so
And then
you
every
know,
patch you could add more characters, and every movie you could be like, all right, now this person's added to the roster now. Like, if you want to update it, like
yeah,
and then kind of like with what happened with the old game, Clayface could be coming up. You could kind of lead trails before the Clayface movie, kind of breadcrumb it to, hey, this is going to be your next bad in the mobile game. And then when the movie drops, he's unlocked. And I was like, that would be a cool way of doing
I
it.
like that. I like that idea. That's pretty cool. DC. Hire him a reality check or a reality room.
Shoot, I'll be like, have Marvel's over here, DC's over here.
Straight up. I'm telling you, I think it would have to be a huge room, a house in itself of like
Yeah.
comics and the whole
Yes.
nine. And me personally, I would have to have it like sectionalized, you know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
here's my
definitely.
Spider-Man. This is this arc.
Yes,
I'm gonna have a
yes.
label here. Like, oh, what do we need help with? Hulk. Okay, let me go grab the Hulk line. What are we going with?
Yeah.
War. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go bring that stack of comics and stack it here. You
Yes,
know what I mean?
yes.
Like, that would be dope.
That would be.
Again,
I would totally agree with that too, because then you like marginalize where you want to go, what you want to do, and then also do because Marvel produced them. If you want to do the encyclopedias too, and be like, oh, you need the power set, boom,
yeah,
pop it open, have it like little tabs for
that would be dope.
everyone and everything. So
That'd
yeah,
be freaking sick. But yeah, I feel James Gunn has a good handle on things. If y'all haven't checked it out, it's HBO Max for Peacemaker. Why I'm wearing the shirt for Superman today is Superman came out on HBO yesterday,
yes,
Friday. So go ahead, and if you hadn't seen it in theaters, check it out on HBO Max. Again, great movie. It was well
good.
done.
That was
It
good.
was again, a lot of people, compared it to Guardians of the Galaxy, but I really think it's its own thing. The color fits the character. Like, that's how I felt. Like,
Yeah,
the color scheme fits the character, and I hope it follows that trend. Because
yeah.
if Clayface is a body horror film, I feel like it's gonna have the dark
The
tone,
darker
the
tone and
darker
everything.
tones and stuff, not the funny music and not the all that stuff. I feel like it's gonna have what is it actual music intros, etc.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
actual like songs from what is it called? Songs
A
and
soundtrack.
soundtrack. There we go. I was like, okay, couldn't think of
I
the
wouldn't
word.
mind like an orchestral
There you
type
go.
of thing. Yeah,
Soundtrack. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, violins and
Yes,
organs
yes,
and all
yes.
that
That'd
stuff.
be cool.
So, but yeah, so that is gonna be key. But again, what he's doing now is gonna help him in the future. So
Yeah,
again,
definitely.
there will be no stones unturned prior to us seeing this later universe. Again, we'll be able to get a dark Batman. That at least the Batman scenes will be dark. If he's beating the shit out of him, blood's gonna be coming out. Like, I am so glad. You know what I mean? Like, we are no longer in the like safe bubble. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Batman's gonna snap an arm. We're
Yeah.
gonna get a good combat scene with Batman.
Oh
It's
yeah,
usually
yeah,
like leg sweeps and body throws. Now
yeah.
we're gonna get the whole arm on the table crack, like, you know
Yes.
what I mean, like just
Like
breaking these.
the Arkham games.
Yes, I've only played a few hours. I'm not even gonna say hours on hours. Like, I literal like maybe 1 to 2 max of gameplay on Arkham.
Yeah.
But just in that, I mean, the movements I seen gameplay on online and stuff. if we can get those battle scenes, like those type of fight scenes,
that'd be good.
Freaking, that'll be great. And then I was trying to remember, it was in my head as we were talking. They were showing the Batman that they would love to have be on screen with Superman was the animated series one.
Oh yeah,
where like he saves Superman because Superman's so naive, and Batman's always thinking 10, 15 moves ahead, so they were like, if we can get a Batman duo, Batman Superman duo, give us this dynamic of them, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of excited again. We're gonna get a Wonder Woman. I want to know, and then like you said, I really hope he stays accurate. Amazonian, tall, stout, built Wonder Woman. You know what I mean? And again, Gal Gadot did her thing. You know what I mean? Like she that's why a lot of people swear to have her back. You know what I mean? Upset that they weren't. But again, it's time for new faces. If you're gonna do a new universe, might as well. You know what I mean? Like we didn't get the same Superman, and I think he did the right thing. I still think that's just absolutely wild what Dwayne did. You know what I mean? The Rock. I don't know if I should say his actor's name or The Rock. You know what I mean? Because at one point it was Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and then he wanted to separate from his WWE persona, so it was just Dwayne Johnson. But yeah, just he's brought it up a few times where he was just like, I felt for Henry Cavill, like he's like I felt for him because that was not our intention, was to have a Superman reveal, like you know what I mean, like, and it was just like what, like you went even that far to like make sure that they brought him in, like you know what I mean, like. Oh my gosh! So like it was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking to know that was the the way it went down. But he's got his vision.
Yeah,
he's got his vision, and I think he's gonna make sure it happens. Like no stone left unturned. Like it's gonna happen. I'm so ready. Again, here at the Hydeout, guys. Tune in. We'll talk all the rumor castings, all the what ifs and possibilities. James Gunn will confirm and deny, everything that we talk about. So it's going to be fun to see this universe grow, falling or after the fallout of the MCU. There will always be the battle, I think, because again, we're going to get a reboot. They're already talking about reboots of the characters after this. We're going to get an X-Men. We're going to see a lot of Interstellar video movies, and all the Eternals are going to come, the dark side of MCU, the vampires and all that. Excuse me, guys.
They want the supernatural version of it.
Supernatural. So all that, we're going to get dev into that that realm, second era. But I hope the new head knows what he's doing. Again, if you mess up again, I'm done.
Yeah, I don't think there's.
I was like, there's no say. I'm done. Y'all heard me now on September 20th, 2025. If I buy a 10, you better get on to me, guys. Like, okay, I'll buy a 10, but I won't go watch the movie. I
just like the way that design is.
Yeah, that's a cool design. I'm just gonna buy the merch. Like, at that point, I'll become a poser for MCU. At that time, like, oh, you seen the new movie? Nah, just got the 10. just got the bucket.
Give me the 10. I don't want to watch this.
I just got the bucket. That's it. They didn't take my $32 this time. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys. Peacemaker is out right now. It's on, I think, episode 5, right? Came out on Thursday. So every Thursday is the new episode of James Gunn, Peacemaker. Then we have Clayface coming out, September 27th?
September 11th.
September 11th, 2026. And then Man of Tomorrow 2027. And Lanterns is 2026 too, 2026, right? But summertime, right?
I think so, but I think it was said to be determined for that.
Okay.
Because I think they finished up wrapping it up, but then also they were filming Supergirl. So yeah.
When does Supergirl come out?
Let me look up, because I think it's next year. Before.
Yeah. So it's before Clayface, and apparently that's right after Superman. As soon as she scoops up Crypto, she goes apparently to go celebrate her 21st birthday, and falls in with the wrong crowd. This is the plot synopsis. and begins to travel the galaxies in search of something that did her wrong. I can't
I don't
remember.
know.
So, but nonetheless, it's going to be a good. They're already giving it high praise.
Coming out June 26, 2026.
June 26, 2026. All right. It's moving, guys. The ball is moving. I see you keep pulling up one of the news. What is the news that you got after the Clayface news?
I was just looking up the news for the release date for Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man. Okay.
But now I'm looking up the lanterns.
Okay. But yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about anime here in a bit. But you got anything to say about James Gunn?
Everything. No,
yeah, right. His white hair. It's crazy to see that, like to see his first like directorial thing of Guardians of the Galaxy, and he's got brown he's got brown hair and everything, and now it's like
it's so
all
crazy,
snowed out.
Dude,
like,
it's crazy to see how fast people age and you don't realize how fast it goes.
Guys, have you seen this? This is ridiculous, guys. Like, this wasn't here 2 years ago. Just so you know, I wish I could show a screen like of what we looked like 2 years ago, and I did not have so many grays. So yeah, definitely. I'll be Santa Claus here in a couple of years for sure. James Gunn Jr. But yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's cool to see again, the growth, but also the change. I was like, good God, because every time I see him, I was like, I remember him. Like, remember when he was getting in the controversy? Nope, he had brown hair. You know what I mean? Like within
the controversy just made him stress.
Yeah, that's what it was, dude. So, but yeah, guys, James Gunn Universe, tune in here at the Hydeout Facebook page. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Would greatly appreciate it, and then you will always stay in the know. We will definitely always reportedly let you know and rumors of these castings. And then with James Gunn following up with the confirmations. MCU.
Unless he like tricks us and like says, no, they're not in there. And then they end up being in there. And he's like, well, I had to save it. Then I'm going to be pissed.
I no longer could trust you, James.
Reportedly, even by James Gunn.
Damn, that would ruin my vibe, bro. Dude, that would be like, damn you. Like, bust an Andrew Garfield type scenario. Like, man, that would be rough. That'd be rough for me. Don't do it, James. Please don't. Like, I'm a jokester, but at that point, I don't know if I could even make those kind of jokes. Like, I just want to make sure people are on the know. You know what I mean? Psych. And that would be funny. Like the day before the release or something. Psych. And then we see psych. What? What do you mean? Like, but this was like a rumor 1 year out. You know what I mean? Like, psych. What's he talking about? Movie comes out. Motherfucker.
Right. This.
Oh man, dude, that'll be freaking wicked, dude.
Take down all the DC stuff.
Now I boycott DC. I don't want nothing to do with
all DC. Marvel lost my interest, dude. We're anime only now.
That is so wild. And then they're hopping on the train of the crossverse universes. I'd seen that Deadpool was crossing into the Batman realm in one of the comic arcs right now. So Deadpool and Batman are going at it.
They have a few of those where either they have them where like Marvel goes into DC and then they have like their battles. They also have the people that fuse together. I think like one of the main one was Batman and Wolverine. Yeah, if I remember correctly. But yeah, they have a few where they're like they either team up, they battle, or they like fuse into one person.
That'd be wicked. There was one that I just seen. They're in the same universe, but it was Hulk was fighting Deadpool, and then something happened that like a piece of Hulk fell into Deadpool's mouth, and he swallowed it, and then he became Hulk pool or something like that. He's like, "Look what you did, asshole!" My suit or something like that. I was like, "Wow!" I was like, "So that's freaking crazy." I wouldn't mind a little like action like that somewhere, sometime in the future in live action. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, it's gonna be awesome. Again, speaking of this year though, alone and what he said of like Chainsaw Man, we're busy, guys. Again. Manga and comic fans are enjoying this year heavily.
Very
Like
much
this
so.
year was has been back to back to back to back to back
Dude, it's
to
been
back.
heavy.
Like, dude, it's been wild. I can't believe we're in September to think of it as well. We were just doing the New Year show not too long ago, and we were talking about how wild it's gonna be.
Yeah.
But now to like have seen them and stuff, it's coming fast, guys. I mean, what do we have? I'm not even go down that road. We had it all. So I'm going to talk about futures. We got Chainsaw Man. We went to Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer released the trailer for Chainsaw Man. We have Don Da Don apparently coming back. We got Jujutsu Kaisen coming at the end of the year. We have Jujutsu Kaisen. Sorry guys, Jujutsu Kaisen. Kaiju number 8 came out. Recently.
Yeah.
Fire Force came out this summer. One Punch Man coming out in October 5th. Just insane, guys. Just absolutely bonkers. One thing while I'm on the One Punch Man or tangent right now, Ufotable, please pick them up. I would greatly appreciate it. So, because this guy right here, this guy. Because I'm defending you. Don't let me. I'm defending you. I personally have not read the manga, but the way he describes the One Punch manga, you know what I mean. There was a clip that my friend Tiffany just posted on my page. She was like, "Ufotable is more like untouchable or something like that," real. And it was just like showing the manga of him falling into the Infinity Castle. You know what I mean? And it looked in depth, all the towers and all everything, and then you see the Ufotable animation, and it looks real, man. It looks like an actual boy falling into that freaking realm. You know what I mean? Like, so with his description of One Punch Man, again, I'm leaning on a description because I myself will not touch a piece of paper. You know what I mean? But I would love it. Would you mind Ufotable picking it up, or is it not the realm that you think Ufotable would go into?
I don't think Ufotable would like to do that. I think if they're gonna pick something up, it has to be something that it needs to be redone, not currently ongoing.
Really?
Because at that point you have too much weight behind it. Like you already have seasons 1 and 2. Season 1 is beloved, but season 2 the animation kind of fell off a little bit. So now with season 3 coming out, we don't know how it's gonna look, and if it comes with the season 2 stuff, people are gonna complain. And now Ufotable has 2 seasons worth of trying to recover, even though they're Ufotable.
I was about to say, what do you mean? Yeah, I was like they're gonna recover it.
They're gonna recover it, but now it's too much bad blood against it.
And like, you think they are afraid that they would waste money because nobody would come watch season 4?
I think like some people, like people hearing Ufotable got it, might come and watch it, but at the same time, people might just be like, "Nah, I'm over it."
I don't know. Ufotable came with some freaking fire.
If they're gonna redo anything or touch anything, I need them to do Claymore all the way through.
He's been heavy on that, guys. If you haven't followed the show, every time he has asked Ufotable to take over Claymore. So this was my first. This was my first. Begging of Ufotable to take over One Punch Man. Only for that little picture that they sent. You know what I mean? Like,
from what I heard, I think was it you that told me? From what I heard, they're supposed to be doing anime only content.
Canon for
Yes,
I think it's right here. Let me see. I saved that picture.
I'm nervous about it. I'm nervous because I'm just like, how far is it? How long is this anime gonna be? Or season gonna be? Because the arc was pretty decently long, and there's some fights in there that I know are gonna take more than like 2-3 episodes.
So One Punch Man Season 3 will feature a storyline unique to the anime. Creator One shared a personal message during San Diego Comic-Con thanking fans and for their support and teasing an original storyline made just for the anime. And he even let me see if I can find it. But he even was begging, bro. He was like, "Yo, do not what is it? Condone me for what I'm about to do." And I was like, "Oh my god, I should have saved it so that way I could tell you, because I think you would have been the one to be like, nope, you're done. You're done." Like, let me see what creator of season 3 One Punch Man. I'm convo, I guess. Article.
Article. I don't know, man. if it has his blessing behind it, like he's cool with it and
The
allows it,
manga
then
blessing.
yes, then I'm cool with it. Like for the most part, I'll be like, like it wasn't in there, but like also it's expanding it, like making stuff happen. Okay,
Said the director, Shinpai Nagi. It probably won't measure up to he's already saying it won't measure up to season 1. There we go. It probably won't measure up to season 1, but the anime is infused with the creators and tenacity and ingenuity. Please stop with the harassment and persistent questions that I can't answer due to NDAs. I beg you, please. Like, you know what I mean?
See, and that makes me feel bad because I'm one of those people who are like, yo, it wasn't as good, but I'm gonna leave it as it was. At least we got it. But then you have those people who are like, no, freaking terrible, and this and that. I'm just like, nah.
This comment from a person said, "Man, this does not breed confidence in my project, in my eyes." He's like, one said, "I guess I'm not watching season 3." like for the director to come out, or, and say, "No, please watch it."
Because
like,
season 1 was done by a different studio. Who's doing this season? Now I need to check because I know One Punch season 1. I think was it Wit Studios or was it Mappa? No, yeah, it was Wit.
And then went to Mappa.
Yeah. And Mappa,
but Mappa was overwhelmed with Attack on
Titan. And now they're still kind of overwhelmed because they still have other stuff on their plate too. So is season 3 Mappa still?
Yes, season 3 is Mappa. Yeah.
So that's why Mappa needs to let go of some. They just want the revenue, and they're messing themselves up.
Says, please calm down and hear me out if you would. I'll explain why I was chosen, and it might be a bit long. No, this is a whole
blah 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 blah. Nah, see, Mappa needs to calm down. How many animes does Mappa have?
Wish I could read that actual comment, man. That it was such a.
Dude, that's why. No wonder they have Jujutsu Kaisen. They have finished Attack on Titan. They have Chainsaw Man, Vinland Saga, One Punch Man. Freaking.
So that's why.
Yeah, they're overloaded. And dude, they even have they did good with Freerun, but Freerun is a different thing. Dude, they have a lot on their plate. Like I feel like they just like need to let some go, and spread the love around.
So that was the actual quote that I just said.
Yeah. Okay.
There. I didn't miss this part. No, I think I've come to the resolve and determination to carry out the work that you all cherish so deeply. It may not please you or could even make you angry, but someone has to take it on, and I am determined and ready to do so. It probably won't measure up to season 1, but the film is infused with creators' tenacity and ingenuity, and please, at the very least, accept that. So,
I mean, I'm still gonna watch it.
yeah, for sure. I'm hooked. I watched. That's the only one that I've watched 2 times through on both seasons. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you even knew because I'm a dumbed down kind of guy. So he's like, that's more up your alley. And when I watched it, I was like, you right, bro. I'm laughing my ass off over here, bro.
Same thing with Ashley, though.
Yeah, dude.
But same creator.
Yeah. So I'm dumb, guys. So yeah, I said at the beginning of the show, I'm a face value kind of guy. If you can make me laugh,
simple things.
Yeah, simple things, man. Like I can laugh my ass off, and then find out later that didn't even exist or whatever. But I enjoyed it, because I thought it did. but yeah, guys, I'm very face value. That would as long as it brings the jokes, it brings the chibis and everything.
Yes.
I'll be happy. You know what I mean? So, but without spoilers, but now with what we know, how many big battles are projected to be in season 3? With your opinion?
Many. Because you have
like right after that arc, is there battles?
You're going into the monster. It's the Monster Association arc. You're getting like all your S-class heroes to go fight these monsters. You have 15, 16,
yeah, 16.
I think it was 17 S-class heroes.
Okay.
Some of them have like double battles. Some of them have single battles. Genos always needs a double battle. But there's too many, and then you have Goro on top of that, and it's just like you have too many fights coming up. Season 3 is either going to be extremely long, or they're going to have
part 1, part 2.
Yeah, part 1, part 2 of Monster Association arc. There's no other way around.
And then what did we wait? 7 years?
I think so.
7 years between the season?
Yeah.
God damn it. If you come with 12 guys, now you lost it. If you come with 9 episodes, we got a problem. How are you going to go from that many, years to nothing? And then it falls into line with Fire Force. Like myself, I watched it, I watched it not in real time, so I was able to binge watch it, yeah. But even when I binge watched it, this season took so long to come out that I genuinely cannot watch season 3. I want to. We'll get into that. Without having to watch at least 5 episodes, into the season 2, you know what I mean? To refresh myself, because damn, dude, look at this. Kaiju came in back to back, 1 year after another. Like, now I can watch Kaiju number 8 and not feel, season 2, not feel, lost, because I just ran through it. It just came out last year or whatever the case. But I am one of those that I tired of waiting. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you would have hated being around with Attack on Titan.
Oh, bro. Even when we were thinking of the creation of this show, when we were finishing up the last of Attack on Titan, you know what I mean? Like, are you ready for the, we even like made jokes, 5 2. So we were already making, guys, it's so crazy. 2 years in this, guys. 2 years here at the Hydeout is wild to even, think about. But yeah, that's how I feel. I mean, you can't. I'd be dumbed down. Or burnt out. There you go. Burnt out is the word. I'd be burnt out and just waiting and waiting and waiting. And then
understandably so. Those
would be the ones that I'm like, what the F? Like, I waited 2 years for this shit? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, so again, anime only, I again would be mad at that fact, you know what I mean? But manga, if I knew, I got a bad spoiler, dude.
For which one?
Demon Slayer, bro.
Talk to me after. Man. No spoilers.
I'll talk about it after. But I did get 2 panels of Demon Slayer that just not ruined it for me. Because again, guys, I'm down to know. That's not the problem.
Ask.
Yeah,
I just don't tell.
You just don't tell. So I have to find it myself. But and get mad when I do find it. Like, damn it, I shouldn't have looked it up. Damn you, Emmanuel. That's why he didn't tell me.
Why am I reading?
He needs to shake me like, do not look at this panel. Do not look at this. Like, but two of them. It was heartbreaking, man. I just scrolling and I was like, and I was like, what is this? I was just like, shit. And then when I did the speed scroll, I stopped and it was another one. I was just like, what the F?
Yeah, like, you know what you do right at that moment? You grab your head and SSH it out.
I thought I was gonna say close the apps to refresh my algorithm. Like,
no, once you like eyeballed it for a couple seconds, it's gonna be there forever now.
Like, damn it, man. But yeah, it was heartbreaking. So Demon Slayer got semi ruined for me. But there was one, speaking on the Demon Slayer right now, there was a meme that said it was Kokoshibo, and it was when he was pouring the blood into Kagusa's
Kaigaku.
I was so close. Hand, right? They were like, it said, pardon my language, bitch, you think Akusa's backstory is long? Wait till you see Kokoshibo's there. They were like, you're mad at they were like, Akasa's backstory got nothing on Kakusa.
Honestly, though, because Akasa's took up like a half hour. Kokoshibo been around for 400 years. This fool has history. Okay, he's one of the few like people that Muzan and him been riding for a while. This fool has. You give him an hour, and then you still got another hour for the fight.
Jesus, that has to be just season the third one, right? Has to be the final, right?
They honestly
is the Tanjiro Muzan fight enough to fit into the Kokoshibo final battle prior to or for
Muzan fight? Or are you talking about Akaza Muzan?
No. Doesn't Tanjiro
I don't know that far ahead.
See what I deal with, guys. So, but I'm saying in the sense of the movie, will that fit? Because you're like you determined this movie,
I was
right?
pretty damn
You're right on point.
I was like,
so skipping part 2, going into 3. Please entertain me here. Is it enough with what you just described? 1 hour of backstory, hour of fighting, and then the final culmination battle. Will that be in part 3?
This isn't the entertainment district arc, so I can't entertain you. No, but okay. Second movie is Kokoshibo, all his backstories. Doma, second fight, you get some backstory. I don't think of Doma all the way because you already had some.
Yeah, a little bit. I think
so. You're gonna get a little bit more, and then some of the other person, and
that's happened to
and then I saw somewhere that they were gonna put the third fight into the third movie. And I was like a little upset with that because I was like totally fitted. But now thinking about the damn uh backstory, I was like, yeah, you know what? You might be right. Third fight might be there. But it already kind of set up the groundwork in the last bit of the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
So because the Doma fight could be over like relatively quick.
Okay.
The other fight is what's going to take a bit longer. Doma fight first, Kokoshibo fight second. Last fight takes place. You're going to jump back and forth between Kokoshibo and the other fight. End of the movie begins the sunrise countdown. And that's going to be...
This isn't the sunrise countdown?
No, you're still in the Infinity Castle arc.
Because I heard about the sunrise countdown. I was like, well, that's the whole reason they're in the Infinity Castle was waiting for sundown. So I thought that was the, Infinity Castle was this one. And then...
No, you're still... Like, the second movie is still the Infinity Castle arc part 2. Last one is the sunrise countdown. But it might be Infinity Castle part 3.
Yeah. But we'll see where we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I could definitely see the backstory taking up like... So Doma fight 20-30 minutes.
Okay. So in the sense, basically mirrored this one movie right here.
Yes and no, because Doma and Zenitsu's fight, those were relatively quick, 30 minutes for both. Mm-hmm. About 30-40 minutes for both. Yeah. If we keep the 235 runtime, mm-hmm. If we keep that runtime, you give Doma's fight, I'm not saying who he fights, you give Doma's fights 20-25 minutes, knock that out. So you still got 2 hours to play with. You give Kokoshibo his backstory and his backstory, and it's about
you're bulking it together.
Yeah,
but we're gonna get the same sense of the Akaza fight is the fight backstory, fight backstory. Like,
and there's a lot going on with that fight. So you're gonna get a lot of info, a lot of fight, a lot of craziness going on. But at the same time that's happening, there's another major fight that has to take effect, because if you
just
push it to the third movie, that's the only reason I could see technically the third movie taking another 2 hours. But you could kind of start the third fight toward the end of Kokoshibo's fight, or have it like jumping back and forth.
Could it leave on an Avengers Endgame like outro? Like
Like the enemy wins.
The enemy wins kind of feel at the end of part 2 to lead us into what like you're saying the fight and everything.
I mean,
is there a moment where you think the good guys are not going to win in that fight?
You technically can, but I don't see them ending.
You don't see it that way.
I don't see it, especially not with what's going to happen. I don't see them ending it on that note because there's some stuff that happens where if they finish it off right there, everybody's gonna be like. And some people are going to be like, people cried coming out this movie and stuff. There are going to be people
There's
crying.
There's pictures of like Shinobu
in
the floor. Shinobu's crying, like, cosplayers. Like,
I love the one where they're like, oh, Shinobu buying popcorn, not knowing she's going to watch her own death.
I think you did say that last time.
Like, that's good. But yeah, dude, like, there's a lot of stuff going to happen in the next movie. I'm not surprised if it does a 2.5 hour runtime. I'd even give it 3 hours. Because
I really want to go watch this in IMAX.
Oh yeah,
I've been hearing much about 40X and IMAX.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because I saw somebody had to like record a little bit to kind of show it off, and you see and I was like, dude, imagine like the seats going up right before the dong, and they fall, and then the seat
just like the seat drops. Oh my gosh. But that would be dope. But yeah, that's what I was saying. I was hearing a lot of good things about 40X and IMAX. I was like, yo, I got to go see this. In that format at least once before it goes out. I think
the second movie would probably be the best for it.
Really?
The second movie would probably be the best. The third one, not so much. Because the third, don't get me wrong, the third one was cool. See, I'm talking about it like it already happened, but because I know it happens. The third one could be cool, and there's going to be some effects. Third one probably has the most anime, like we add more.
To fill up the space.
To fill up some space and stuff. Definitely. Third one's probably gonna be the fastest, but it also has because there's an epilogue to the story too. So the third one's gonna have the movie and then add the epilogue. So you have padded runtime with the epilogue.
I think the epilogue worthy of screen time, or like Attack on Titan type epilogue where it was
definitely worthy of
at the credits and stuff.
No, definitely worthy of screen time.
Okay,
you like it's probably 5 minutes of screen time, unless the anime wants to add more. But it's definitely worth the screen time because, especially with everything that happens within these last 3 movies, everything that has happened, the epilogue is warranted.
Fair enough.
So.
Okay. Alrighty, guys, you heard it here first. He was pretty on point with Infinity One. Yeah, for part 1. We might have to go find ourselves what episode we talked about it. But to finish off the show, we're going to talk about Chainsaw Man and the Demon Slayer price difference. So Chainsaw Man is coming out October 26th, 24th. So October 24th. Go get your Puchita popcorn bin.
It's so cute.
It is freaking cute. I wish I could post a picture. Go check it out, Puchita. But on the terms of popcorn tins, of course, they had to compare. You have your Puchita that was previewed for the USA release. The Japan one, it was the chainsaw mask, dude, with the chain out, and the top part was open. I was like, God damn you, Japan! I was like, you always get and see, and in that same sense. That is because right now on eBay, guys, confirmed sold items of this Demon Slayer movie, the cups and the tins, like $350. There was someone that bought the 4 cups and the tin, $350 confirmed sold, not posted.
I got worse.
It got worse now?
I saw somebody have the AMC 4-cup collection with the Infinity Castle tin. Our Infinity Castle tin, $750 confirmed sold.
Mind blowing, guys. Right there, that to get a Japan one, I'll pay the $90 if it was that much, or the $100 or whatever, because it's a Japan. We can't get it here. You know what I mean? Like in the sense of this, I would like to be a part of history. You know what I mean? Like so, but yeah, like I'm sitting there and I was like, yo, I paid $17, like, or I paid like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? $300? What are you talking about? $180?
And that's the thing too, because I know somebody that works like in AMC, me and them talk here and there, and I was like, dude, are you guys allowed to sell collectibles before the release date? He's like, we shouldn't. He's like, but I know, like, he's like, they're not supposed to. And I was like, well, I heard some AMC's like completely sold out of all the collectibles Monday for Demon Slayer, and he's just like, yeah, he's like, they're not doing it right. They're supposed to wait because I'm like, even he was like, it's supposed to be for the people coming to the show to buy it and everything. If anybody wants to buy it after, that's when they're allowed to. But all it was, I think, was greed.
Being in this collecting era or that realm, what movie was it? I can't remember what movie it was, but that's when I found out that they release it early. They released the product early. It was I can't remember which popcorn tin I was trying to get, that I went in there and I was like so ready to get it from AMC, and they were like, "Oh, we're sold out." And I was like, "What do you mean you're sold out? Today's the movie on Thursday." And they were like, "Oh, like we already, I think it might have been the Deadpool, maybe."
No, I think it was the
Thunderbolt one.
Yeah.
No, I found out way sooner than Thunderbolt, like how it worked.
Because I know you said you were back home and you saw it sold earlier.
Right. Yeah. Because they were sold with more of the tins of Captain America. But yeah, so that's the crazy thing. So when I went in there and I was like, sold out. Like, what are you talking about? Like, the movie came out today, Thursday. You know what I mean? They're like, oh well, we sold the tins yesterday or something like that for the free. I was like,
nah,
what? Like, okay, like, and so from that moment on, it was like a sour taste in my mouth. So I am one of those, but I'm not a scalper. I don't come out here to take away from someone else's enjoyment. You know what I mean? Like, I get my enjoyment and my fulfillment of it, and then go from there. But right here, I could have bought the last 6 of those or the last 5 of those. I think there was like no, I'm lying, 3 left, and I bought it, and there was going to be 2. So that right there, I could have. They're selling at $300 a pop, $289. Like, I could have scalped them, like, you know what I mean. But like, no, that's just it for the fans, like for the people that want just that piece of merch. You know what I mean? Like, it just ruins it. It kills the vibe. But again, yeah. So keep in mind, if you do go get popcorn tins, there is that possibility that they give them out like Wednesday, Monday. As you were talking about the guy at MC. I think I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna see if they will like do a roll call kind of thing. Like, can I leave my name and number? And once y'all get the merch, like I collect tins. Would you let me know so I can come and get one? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would hope they would respect me to know that I wouldn't buy more. You know what I mean? Like, or let them know I'm like, hey, I'm not a scalper. I just want one. You know what I mean? Like, so
like, put it aside for me. I'm going to show up.
Yeah. So I wouldn't mind that. But I mean, this day and age, I mean, they were even showing something of like on the Pokemon spectrum. They were saying that it has had more of a growth in the stock market. Like, if you were collecting in the 09 era and younger in 2000s, 2001, the original whatever, your value went up, I think 3,400 and something %. And like from that time to this time in the stock market only has increased like 525. So you're quadrupling, 6 times fold. If you would have collected Pokemon earlier than if you would have invested in in the stock market. And that's wild.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not in the realm of scalping. Never has been, never will be. Like, I feel for those people, because again, when I found that out, I was like, why would y'all do that? Like, y'all say Thursday. Like, I was already going Thursdays in the morning to get them because I no longer attend the midnight releases, unfortunately. So with that being said, I was missing out on the popcorn releases. So when I found that out, I was just like, damn, like, y'all assholes. Like, I would have, I would have definitely came on a Thursday, you know what I mean? Like, or the Wednesday. But yeah, guys, Chainsaw Man, crazy. It was a crazy bucket from Japan. Puchita's gonna come out. But as we're, to finish it off, that movie's coming out October 24th. And to show the comparison of like how mega, Demon Slayer was, that, they with the Muzan walkout to finish the season, everybody was ready for this film 100%. Not just in America, but across the globe. And so Japan opened up with
for
Demon Slayer. Yeah,
Demon Slayer, it opened up with 11.11 million US
dollars. And so
it's opening day,
the day it came out. Then Chainsaw Man's out in Japan already. So
Came
I
out
give them that. At least we only get 1 month break between Demon Slayer Chainsaw Man being released in Japan and then over here.
Yeah.
Japan released it, what, 2 months, 3 months?
Yeah,
Ahead of us? Assholes. So Chainsaw Man is
Came
now
out
released and
in Japan September 19th.
and what's the
And the October 24th will be the US release. But for opening day in Japan, it was 2.8 mil US.
11.1.
11.11 and then 2.8.
That just shows, guys. I mean, your Foldable is on its gold tier right now. Like,
I mean, so far up to date, Demon Slayer right now has grossed 680 million US worldwide.
680 million.
Yes.
It's already beaten Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
It's already beaten Thunderbolts.
It's beaten. I think it's the highest growth. Like, I think it was saying it grossed more in September, like the top 5 highest grossing movies in September, and like through years, it's
on a $20 million budget. Reminded,
yes.
So Ufotable flexing hard with 20 million. I was expecting them to have a pretty hefty budget, but
I thought it was going to be more.
Yeah, to know that they're like that cheap compared to our usual, what is it, $200 million Marvel movies, and all that
or
stuff,
even some of the animation movies that they've done over here are like still 150 million.
Yep. So it is wild, guys. But again, to be in this era with all these things coming out is so awesome. Again, tune in to the Hydeout Facebook page, and subscribe to the Hydeout channel on YouTube. We'll stay in the mix. And again, guys, I'm not saying I am the greatest knowledge person for this, but that is the journey that we are on, is to bring that to the foreground and bring guys like me that are anime only, or that don't know much of the comics, into the mix, and we just talk it out here. So do you have anything else? Do you have any news left over?
I was just trying to see the budget for because we're talking about animations and stuff. K-pop Demon Hunters, which blew up everywhere and was like huge, had $100 million budget.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. No, that was genuine shock.
That was their budget compared to Demon Slayer's $20 million budget. And you could see the difference in how amazing Ufotable is. But I'm like...
It's like those scenes that, blow our minds.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they have love being poured in there. Like, that room is nice and cozy. They don't have just stiff chairs. They got the armrest. They don't have somebody arm pads on the table. Where their elbows are not being flattened out. Like, I really feel like that's what they're like.
They're over there having a good time.
Oh, you're doing such a good job. That's so amazing. Like,
it's crazy.
Yeah, keep it up.
It's crazy how much. It's an $80 million budget difference between them and K-pop Demon Hunters,
and it's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
Yeah, 100% not bad.
But you could tell the difference.
Oh, 100%. That's why I begged him for One Punch Man, because again, the way he described it, just the way he describes the manga, I after seeing that panel, I was like, they would do it justice. As far as the battle scenes, or maybe the getting ready to the battle scenes, I don't know,
dude.
But yeah, so
but again, real quick before we go, like, still talking about the budgets and stuff, I am still proud that I have liked 2 things that have held records and broken records. Demon Slayers broke an anime record for animated movie, $70 million opening weekend.
Worldwide?
No, just US.
Oh, snap.
Just US. Okay. 70 million opening weekend. Beat Pokemon the First movie's opening weekend box office of 31 million. They've held that record for 26 years. 27 years.
It still blows my mind that Pokemon's anime.
dude, yeah. But they've held on to the highest grossing animated movie for that long. And for Demon Slayer to come and just smash it, more than double it. And I'm like, it kind of makes me like, man, I wish Pokemon still would have had it. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm glad because it's something
that you knew its potential when you read it.
Yeah. And like Ufotable is very good with what they
They
do.
were lucky
and I'm
that. Do you
glad.
think they were lucky? You're glad. So I was gonna say you were lucky, but you were glad that they picked that up.
Yeah.
Side question: if it wasn't Ufotable,
I don't think anybody would have been able to do it justice.
Really?
Honestly, take that back. Demon Slayer would have been a good story. I think I'm going to say something. A lot of people are going to either get upset or be behind it.
Eli's not here. I was like,
well, this is something that could be. Oh yeah, Eli and June would have been confirmed, well, not confirmed, but also it would have been a matter of taste. Demon Slayer is held heavily by their animation studio. It's a decent story. It's good for what it is, but the animation is so damn amazing that it's up there.
It's carrying.
It's carrying a lot of weight.
That's the difference in this one. The animation is carrying the love for the movie.
Yes,
or the
story,
manga.
Yeah. And then some shows have the story that carries, like, well, Fate Zero is Ufotable, but like some people have the story behind it that goes along with it. Like Full Metal Alchemist, its animation is good, but the story is so good, like you're able to forgive some of the little faults here and there. Naruto story is kind of up in the air, and the animation is kind of wonky here and there. But I'm like, it has a following no matter what. But this Demon Slayer, if it didn't,
but that was before it's the worldwide,
blow up
of anime. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yes and no. Naruto was coming out around the time when everybody started going into it. Like it wasn't before.
That's what I'm saying. So
the start of it.
It could have finished really strong if the fact that the money was being poured into it more. Yeah, true. So, but man, that's crazy to think about, man. So it does actually mean that budget means shit. It don't mean nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's the love of, I think,
it's the love of the game for that.
That point, you know what I mean? That's what I think. That just shows you, because again, 100 million K-pop Demon Slayer. Like,
also, the other thing with that too is it's one for the love of the game, but two, not taking on more than you could take. Mappa is the proof of it, because they can love what they do, but you're overworked and under pressure so damn much, you're going to try to cut corners and do whatever you can. Sony,
but again, Mappa was a top tier studio, right?
Yeah,
or it still is.
Yeah,
but that is the why, right? Because they then were like, "We're the shit.
Let's give us everything and we'll produce." Then they kind of got overwhelmed, and from what I heard, they had some like cuts and everything. So yeah, they got a little overwhelmed. But Sony was the one that produced K-pop Demon Hunters.
Was going to.
No, they produced it, but they sold it to Netflix, and Netflix, I think, gave them like
something cheap. I remember you telling me
it was like 20 million. Like I think Netflix put up some of the money for the
26. I think 26, and you said they made like 32 or something like that in the box office, so they got their money back.
But yeah, dude, it's like Sony, I think, didn't care or didn't believe in K-pop Demon Hunters, but it doesn't really show too much that they didn't care about it. But you could tell like they are producing more of the Spider-Verse and stuff, so you could see where the kind of stuff is pulled.
Still to this day will be forever salty when I read that comment. They were like, at one point, at any point in time, they could have used Spider-Man in their movies. And I was like, I was just stunned, bro. I was like, what? Like that little zoom out effect. Like, wait, did they just say that? Something that just ruined my whole view. I was just like, goodness. We'll leave it with there, guys. But guys, again, hefty year. Tune in here at the Hydeout. I'm super stoked. We're super stoked. I'm ready again. I'm a face value guy. This guy's gonna judge it harshly. I was like, I'll forever be probably 8, 9, and 10. Ratings. This what did we give a 5? I was about to say I gave one pretty low for what?
But I think it's It was a series, Secret Invasion.
We
Secret
did,
Invasion,
yeah.
kind of bad.
I feel like the minions with the jelly, like deneuralizer. But stay tuned here, guys. Thank y'all again for tuning in for another week here at the Hideout.
Yes,
We will
thank you for joining us.
We will be tuning heavy into anime. Fingers crossed next week. So we'll do one finger crossed behind my back. I'm lying, you know. So, but we'll hoping to do Lord of the Mysteries. It's the top anime at the moment. A lot of people are in love with it.
As far as I know, and I quickly saw it too. I think IGN, which I don't really trust anymore because they gave
more with the ratings that they give. Yeah,
but I think Lord of the Mysteries didn't have any episode under like a 9 or 8. Oh shit! Yeah, no, it was great.
Again, I still haven't got to episode 6. Next week we're gonna talk about episode 6, and guys, IGN definitely lost its credibility when they gave Demon Slayer a 6. So 10, tell me you don't watch anime or read anime manga if you without telling me, because again, everyone was pissed at that rating.
Yeah.
But alrighty, guys, y'all have a wonderful week. Y'all stay safe, and we'll see y'all next week.